All right. Do you want me to carry? Do you want me to? Do you want me to carry you again, or do you want to? Do you want to play the game?
Okay, so here's the thing. I have this delicious Reese's that I really want.
All right. Well, I'll just keep playing then.
Yeah. Well, just stress relief, right? Because like, I just like.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Having to deal like I literally like 20 minutes ago I was under a sea of like 3 different aux cords and a double adapter and all these other things. I'm like plugging things in and testing things out, and then I made poor Johnny just sit here and make weird noises into the microphone while I tested out whether the sound balancing is great.
No,
It's probably not. I'm probably gonna have to turn it up or down in post, and even then it's probably gonna still peak the mic a whole bunch of times.
Oh no. Don't drop
Reese's.
the Reese's, man.
Feels good. You know what?
What?
It also feels great to be sitting back in the spot that I always sit in.
Yeah, you're over here this time.
We switched spots. I was sitting on the left, and it felt really weird. How does it feel sitting on the left again?
I kind of like it now, because this is the spot I'm used to.
Yeah, this is the spot we're used to. And the microphone is in an excellent position. I just feel great about
We feel
all
great.
Of this. We feel great.
We feel awesome. Well, I mean,
I'm thanking the Lord for all the things that He has done for this channel and this everything, and the court in general. How did I lose a life but you didn't?
It took your life instead of mine. I mean, so because we're sharing lives, since you're on my back.
Yeah, this is making it easier for you.
Yeah.
I'm liking just talking a bit. I'll probably pick up the controller eventually. Like, I'm not just gonna not play this whole time.
Yeah, you can make the commentary while I play.
But yeah.
Right now.
Well, this is the funny thing, right? Cause I don't know. I can't remember if I explained this or not.
Huh.
But back when we were younger, my sister's friend's older brother had this game right when it came out, or like close to when it came out, and he was playing it on the Wii whenever we would go and visit his house. And so I caught bits and pieces of it all the time, and it to me was like I had only played I don't think I'd even played New Super Mario Bros. Wii yet. I was only accustomed to Zack and Wiki and like Mario Kart.
Oh. Okay.
And another long story about like the first video game I ever played was at a different neighbor's house, at a different house we were living in years before, where he had a GameCube, and he would play Castle Crashers and Smash Melee, and then he would also play Mario 64 on the N64, and Mario 64 was truly the first video game I ever saw in my entire life.
Oh wow.
But
okay.
I'm like looking at you in the mic, and I keep like panicking because I'm like, oh no, the mic's too far away, but it's just like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
It's probably, I mean, it probably could be a little closer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna move it.
This is just like before.
Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. It's because I'm OCD. Anyway, Mario 64 was like, I don't know why I went onto a tangent about that. That's a story for another time. But like Donkey Kong Country, I was like, oh, that guy from the Mario Kart. Donkey Kong, these must be characters from different franchises. Oh, I get it. This must be Donkey Kong's game. And like, I didn't know that there were any other games. I just thought that this was the game that Donkey Kong came from. And it was like the most bizarre, it's so bizarre trying to explain the feeling that I had while watching this. Nice!
Woo!
Nice.
We did it.
It's so bizarre trying to explain the feeling that I had while watching this, because like, I popped in and started watching my sister's friend's older brother play this game like right at the end, like right around the boss fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? This is so involved and so like animated, and like we're controlling this? Like, what?
Yeah.
It was so bizarre. So
cool experiences.
Yeah. It's hard to explain the first time like you see a video game and you're like controlling
the first time
it.
I saw a game, I was like, whoa, what is this? And I was really surprised. I think the first game I played was Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, and that was really fun.
I guess we do got time for me to explain the first time I ever saw a game.
Yeah, why not?
So, when we were living in Wisconsin, we lived in Wisconsin probably from like 2004 2005-ish, probably a little earlier than that, to 2010-ish. We lived there for about 5 years. And I was born in 2003, so do the math on that. I went from like 2 to 6 years old while living in Wisconsin. And when I was around like 3 or 4, so like around the time you gain consciousness as a human being.
Oh wow.
We would always visit one of my mom's friends. Her name was Miss Christie. No one's gonna care if I say her name. Well, I was like, oh, should I not say her name? She probably doesn't even live there anymore. Anyway,
well,
we would go over to the neighbor's house, Miss Christie. She lived like a block away. This was like the safest neighborhood ever. We could just walk over there with adult supervision, but like it was super easy to just kind of walk and go anywhere in that town in Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. And we'd go over to her house, and first of all, she baked the most amazing cookies.
Oh.
This
sounds like a nice
This
lady.
level is phenomenal, by the way.
I do
she
like this
baked,
level.
We would always get excited for Miss Christie's cookies.
Yeah.
And then she had a son who I am older than her son as of right now.
Oh.
Well, no, it's like her son must have been like 15 or whatever back then, but like he stayed 15 in my memory. I forget that was like 15 years ago. Oh geez, her son is like 30 years old now probably, and like probably married maybe.
Maybe.
And probably has kids maybe.
Maybe.
And so like, oh gosh. Anyway, her son was like 15 years old. Her son, he had a GameCube and he had an N64. And I don't know if he only played on the N64 and then he got a GameCube while I was still there, like in Wisconsin, and then that's why he suddenly started playing on the GameCube a lot more. Maybe I'm just remembering it all wrong.
Well,
But I remember we went down into that basement and he is playing Mario 64. And like literally, like I've never done drugs.
why is this compared to drugs?
But like the feeling of like, what is this? Like, whoa, like is probably comparable to drugs. Probably not. I've never done drugs then.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids and adults. They're not good for you.
Yeah, adults. Any adults watching us right now?
Comment
Don't
down
do
below.
drugs.
Oh,
Comment down below. How many drugs have you done?
wait, what?
Highest number of drugs.
No!
It's the most praise
Stop!
for me.
Stop! We don't condone drug use.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
This Reese's is so good. Ham.
You okay, man? You enjoying that Reese's?
I'm more than okay. So I keep like moving in like this, like talking
we don't
like
have to
right
do
now.
that,
We
'cause
don't
it's-
have
it's
to
like-
do that. We just have to talk
Just
like
have to
this.
talk like this.
Unless we
it-
don't
it
have
picks
to
up
fix
the
it.
sound.
Anyway, he played Mario 64, and it was like, what? And he goes into the castle, and he's moving around in the castle, and it shocked me so hard. I was like, wait, this like cartoon guy, he's moving freely, like freely. And I don't think I even made the connection at that point that it was Mario and Bowser from the game that we had owned, like Mario Kart. Unless I saw it before we ever even owned a Wii and Mario Kart and Zack and Wiki, because that was literally our two games, was Zack and Wiki and Mario Kart and Wii Sports.
Sounds like great games.
So yeah, that might have been like my first ever experience with Mario. And he goes from Peach's Castle to Bob-omb Battlefield. And that music is still stuck in my head. Like the first time I ever heard that music,
Yeah,
it's
the
still
Bob-omb
stuck in my head
Battlefield.
to this day. And all the weird, like these living bomb things, and like you're running around and you jump into a painting. Like it's such
Yeah.
a bizarre
I remember
game.
the first time I saw that. That was really
And like
crazy.
running, I remember he gave me the controller once, and playing the game. Bob-omb Battlefield was literally my first video game experience I had ever had in my entire
It's a really
life.
cool experience.
And I like was running around in Bob-omb
Battlefield.
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 I was running around in Babam Battlefield and like just exploring.
Yeah.
And like it was so bizarre. Just like I can't even explain it. Wow, you're just like absolutely just tearing through this entire level. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. I told you I was good at this game.
I just like, man, it was so weird. Like I can't explain it. And we would visit constantly, and so he would always be playing Mario 64. And so I would get to a point like Bowser's Road, you know, playing against Bowser, the final boss. And I have a vivid memory of sitting on the couch watching him beat Bowser with this weird looking controller, you know, and my dad and Miss Christie's husband, I can't remember his name. My dad and him were sitting there watching the kid play. I'm watching the kid play. And I just remember my dad going like, oh man, the things that they can create nowadays with these video games, you know? These stunning graphics, and it's like 4 polygons of Bowser being thrown into a spike on a big wobbling platform of lava.
Yeah.
But to me, I was like, this is like the greatest adventure I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
It's a cool game.
It's such a cool game.
And you have it too, I think.
And I have it. That's why I'm iffy on just playing it whenever I want, even though I own it now, is because it's so nostalgic for me. I remember, oh, you know what? Next, I'm gonna leave this on a cliffhanger. We're gonna record another episode.
He remembers, but
yeah.
he remembers.
Yep.
Oh, next time. Next time.